Hello, I'm the Reviewer. You review it, I review you. This is my partner, Mr. It. And today, we're taking a look at Spazz Master's review of Jurassic Park The Ride.
Hey everyone, Spazz here.
Wow. Usually the critics don't break out in tears until near the end of the video.
There probably was no better decade to grow up in than the 90s. I mean, just look at what we had. Two of the greatest Nintendo consoles, some incredible bands, and of course, the movies. One of them being Jurassic Park.
Yeah, but when we weren't getting stuff like that, we were getting stuff like...
You dare challenge probabilitism?
I'll flip the cat back and roll the dice. Don't step to the wizard, cause the wizard...
Too many dungeons and all that. Updated for the non-double deuce. Available wherever dope games are sold.
Hey!
Must have been dark times, those 90s.
And this film had everything, from a great story to such real and amazing special effects that have aged incredibly well, even after almost 20 years.
He's not wrong. Jurassic Park has aged miraculously well over the years.
It's fun, adventurous, and quite possibly the greatest dinosaur movie ever made. So how do you take that and make it into a theme park attraction? Pretty easily.
Given the fact that Jurassic Park in the movie was supposed to be a theme park, I should hope so.
See, it was during the film's production when the initial planning for the ride began.
Actually, plans for the ride began before production of the movie.
You know, maybe I should move somewhere else.
It's just water, Spazz! It's not gonna hurt you!
Much better. What?
How about the fact that this shot is literally sun-bleached?
Okay, so I'm afraid of the ride. I know that may seem a bit irrational, but it legitimately terrifies me. Even to the point where I've never been on it, but I'm not going to let that stop me from reviewing this.
Even though you should, you can't draw a good opinion on it without actually experiencing it for yourself.
Because even though I may not have been on the ride, but other people have, and posted the footage online. So, if you'll excuse me.
There is no excusing Spazz!
So here's the premise. Jurassic Park opened as per John Hammond's original plan. That is, without one of his disgruntled employees shutting the security systems down to cover his tracks.
No. The premise of the ride is that after failing to open the park in Costa Rica, John Hammond got the opportunity to open it in Hollywood.
Perhaps I should just make note that the Costa Rica operation shut down back in '93. You might recall the wee problem we experienced, only due, I might say, to sabotage. Sir Richard, Hollywood Park is better than ever and incorporates safety features that will ensure a Costa Rica incident could never happen again.
I have no idea what dumbass thought that was a good idea, but still. Bonus points for the glorious pun.
And the River Adventure was one of its many premier attractions.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Okay, I have no idea where this ride footage came from, but if it came from a YouTuber, then they deserve a medal, because that is beautiful!
Oh yeah, that's how it always starts. But then later there's running and screaming.
And too right he is, because after getting an awe-inspiring glimpse at the two species seen at the start of the first and second movies, even though this opened a year before The Lost World did,
it's entirely possible that the use of the dinosaurs here inspired the use of them in The Lost World.
I don't think Disney magic applies here, does it?
Considering the fact that this is a place where Disney magic is banned, probably not. I'm not even kidding. One time I went there with my family and an employee literally suggested to my mom that she turn her Disney jacket inside out.
A Parasaurolophus bursts out of the water and knocks the boat off course towards the raptor pen, which has seen better days.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
Soon after that, the boat then passes by another boat, being torn to shreds by a Dilophosaurus.
let's not forget the fact that one of the tourists in that boat was at Disneyland recently. Yeah, still think I'm joking?
Then?
Hey, consider yourself lucky. These days, I don't even think that car falls anymore.
Come on. Pull it together. Okay. So the boat then passes by a couple Dilophosaurus that lunge out and spit at you. After that, it goes up a lift into the water treatment facility where a pack of raptors surround the boat. Then after a short drop, a T-Rex crashes through the ceiling, biting down at the boat. Then after it turns its final corner, a countdown begins. Then you come face to face with the massive beast, and the only way to escape is...
Everybody got that?
Okay. Do you want to know why I'm terrified of this ride? That thing!
The drop? Well, to be fair, a lot of people are scared of that drop. Hell, that was one of the many things that scared me when I was a kid. Oh, fuck you!
Housed within this 12-story tall building is the ride's climactic 84-foot plunge. And if you don't think that's worth batting an eye at, allow me to put it in perspective. At the time of its opening, it was the tallest drop ever built for a water ride, dwarfing even Disneyland's time-tested flume. This drop is so intense that Steven Spielberg, the man who saw this project through from beginning to end, can't even ride it from beginning to end.
Aren't you forgetting a certain asterisk?
Of course, that's due to a minor medical issue, but still.
There you go.
Call me irresponsible, call me a wuss, I don't care. I would rather ride Splash Mountain 100 times over before I even dream of getting on that thing. But still, from what I saw from the footage, it does look pretty amazing.
If you feel like you can say that, then why don't you go on the damn ride?
The fact that this remains the most expensive theme park attraction ever built doesn't surprise me at all. Because, let's be honest here, Spielberg wouldn't have it any other way. The whole thing looks as if it was ripped right from the film celluloid with its lush scenery and, of course, the dinosaurs themselves, which, I will admit, far surpass the likes of Disney's audio animatronics.
Excuse me?
In most cases.
There you go.
And if you're like me and are constantly on the hunt for Easter eggs, this has its fair share of really clever ones, some more obvious than others.
Heavy armor plating protects these great beasts from savage predators of the period.
The voice you're now hearing is Richard Kiley. He spared no expense.
Kinda wish they still had that attitude in regards to this ride today, but whatever.
Overall, this is an incredible example of theme park amusement at its highest standard, and it should be experienced by everyone. Including me. But that I can remedy right now.
Go, you fool. Ride that ride. Anyway, this review is... not that great. He gets a number of his facts wrong, and I find the idea of him reviewing something he's never actually experienced kind of stupid. And before anybody says anything, yes, I am aware that Spazz actually did go on the ride at least 3 times before he filmed this review. But the idea of this joke is still stupid to me. And the lighting for most of his review just makes the shot look terrible. Seriously, you can barely see Spazz's face in this. But on the plus side, Spazz has this presence to him that does make him really entertaining to watch. And I do give him credit for being able to time this shot perfectly. Overall, the video isn't terrible or even really that bad, but I would sooner recommend his more recent work over this. I'm the reviewer. You review it, I review you.